Hey everyone, welcome to the Good Get podcast. I'm your host, Evan Tepper. Today we're joined by Cayla Jackson. Hey Cayla, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, and thanks for being here. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's just jump right in. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live? Are you in school? What sort of stage in life are you in?
I'm 18. I just graduated high school on Wednesday.
Wow.
Actually, so you're 2 days ago from now. I'm super exciting, definitely surreal.
Yeah.
I live in Orlando, Florida right now. Claremont, it's just like 35 minutes, I guess, away from Orlando. Depends on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to the University of Georgia. I actually report in July with like soccer, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for that too. So definitely excited for the next chapter. This chapter was great. So
Yeah. Well, it's been a few years since I graduated high school, but we had senior pranks. I don't know if that's still a thing. Is that a thing?
yeah, so actually this year for our senior prank, we all decided to bike to school because all the seniors drive.
Uh-huh.
So we saw it TikTok as like this big trend, saw it on Instagram Reel, and we're like, we don't know if we can pull this off. And then we did it, and like we all parked at a Chick-fil-A like right by the school. And we didn't get a lot of people because some people were really hesitant about it. But our school is pretty strict on the pranks and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we ended up getting like I would say like 20 of us.
Yeah.
And we all parked at the Chick-fil-A, like in the big parking lot. And then we like rode our bikes all the way down like the big hill. And like we were like, oh man, 'cause, it was early. It's like maybe like 6:50, 7 o'clock. So there weren't as many cars as there would be like 7:15. But all of a sudden, like we saw a bus, and then after the bus, it was like a bunch of cars just started piling up behind them. So it was like a friendly drink, but like a lot of people were really upset, which we do feel bad because they're like, okay, we didn't like want to make people late to work and stuff like that. But it was just like, a fun little prank. So we biked the whole road like to our school, and then like we pulled in, like went through the whole car rider loop and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like our principal came out, like everybody was like, "What are you guys doing? Like that's so dangerous." But just
That seems totally harmless. Of all the things that you could do as a senior prank, that's totally harmless.
yeah, so that's what because we were like, it's a harmless fun prank. Like nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm excited to talk about your sports background. So you're obviously a pickleball player. We'll talk about that. You're a soccer player. I was a soccer player as well. Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to University of Georgia. You're going to be playing soccer there, and you played throughout high school and, breaks and then club teams and so forth. What position do you play? Where do you see yourself slotted within the Bulldog community?
All right, so I've been playing since I was 4 years old,
Yeah.
actually. So it's been a dream come true, honestly. It's what I've worked for so long. I play forward. I'm actually a striker, but I also can play anywhere in the front six, so like in the middle three or the front three, just whichever formation you guys play. So like out wide or like in the middle, but probably for Georgia, I'll probably be a striker.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of midfielders already, so not too much, but I might hop up in there and play some in the midfield too. It all depends. Like coach is like, we'll see, but he's like, I really want you to like put some balls in the back of the net. I'm happy. So so I'm excited. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I went to Georgia about a month ago, so it was good again just to like because I committed I think in 2022 and then I just signed this past November. So I'm just like really excited. I love the community. Every time I go, everyone is super nice. And I just think it's like a great place academically and athletically. And I'm just like the environment, like everyone wants to get better. Everyone wants to be the best person, soccer player, and athlete they can be. So I'm really excited to just see the best version of myself.
Love to hear that. That's like super inspired. I'm inspired, and I'm twice your age, more than twice your age. So let's see. Is that in Athens, Georgia? Yeah.
From like Claremont, it's about 6 hours, which honestly isn't bad because my sister, I have an older sister who goes to Queens University of Charlotte. So she lives in Charlotte. So I'm like, that's like 3 to 4 hours away from her, which is not bad at all. And like our parents, obviously, we're like, that's super close. Like it's obviously closer than Charlotte. And they're like, we'll be able to drive. And like I have family in Atlanta, family in like Alabama, like in Tuscaloosa and in Auburn. So like that's super close for them too. So they're like, we can't wait to come see you guys. So excited. Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a pickleball podcast, but I'm a sports guy generally, and I'm like just so jealous of like the big sports programs. I mean, obviously football comes to mind, right? But I can't. I mean, I think you're gonna have just the best time playing soccer as well.
I mean, so many people are kind of like when I first committed, he got a new coach, honestly. He came from USC in California.
Mm-hmm.
So and a lot of people were like, oh, that's just a football school. Like, like soccer's going to get pushed aside. Like, Georgia's just known for Georgia football. And I was like, okay, but it's kind of a trust the process sort of thing. And like, my coach came in, like, we won the SEC for the first time. Like,
Wow.
he made it to the Elite Eight for the first time. So it's like, he truly is like a game changer, and he has done so many amazing things for the program in just like the 2 years he's been here. So I'm super excited.
Yeah. And he's not coming from like a small club either, right? He's coming from USC. It's like one of the most premier universities. That's so cool. So have you figured out what you're going to study?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to study international business and minor in sports management because I want to be a sports attorney. And I think just going to a school like Georgia with like athletics being so large and just having built so many connections already with like football players, softball athletes, swimmers, baseball players, like even like soccer girls on my team, I think it's just so great to like build those connections now, just so like later on when I like am able to get that degree, like kind of be like, hey, like let me be your agent type of thing.
Yeah.
It's just like I feel like it's good because I think the biggest thing for me, like being an athlete on the pitch, like knowing that mental health is like such a big thing. And I feel like a lot of the time it can get like overlooked. And there's actually a movie, I think it's like Jerry Maguire.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like actually that I was watching it, I was like, this is like exactly like how I look at it.
Yeah.
So many times, like I think there's like the suicide rate, I think for like athletes is like second leading, which is like crazy. And it's just so unfortunate to see.
Yeah.
And, like, just like have somebody, because I know a lot of people are like just in it for the money or just in it for the game. And it's like a lot of the time that there's so much more to it. And, it can take a toll just with like soccer all the time or like workouts and games, just a lot. And I like talking to some of the girls who are like, oh, like, we just have workouts all the time. Like we never get a chance to just like have a break.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. So I just think all that good stuff plays into part. So I definitely want to take that route.
Do you remember the scene from Jerry Maguire where he's like, show me the money? All right, give me your best. Show me the money.
Show me
It's pretty dang good. That's great. All right, let's switch gears. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how addicted are you to pickleball?
Okay, so this summer I would say like 11.
Yeah.
But then now obviously with school getting in the swing of things, I would still say 9.5.
Yeah. And so when did you start? Tell me when you started playing or how you got into it. And, is there a group of friends your age you play with?
Yeah. So actually they used to play at school. It was last school year, like I was a junior. And they would play at school and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like I was like, it's too hot out. Like I'm not doing that or whatever. Then like this summer we got into it. Like one of my friends was like, oh, let's go to the courts, let's play pickleball. And I was like, oh, like I've heard of it, but like, I don't know if I'll be any good. Like I play soccer, like I use my feet.
Yeah.
And then me and my friends went, I think there's like 4 or 5 of us, and like we just had the best time. I think last summer we played every single day, and it was just such a good workout, like such a good way to just like have a great time, just let go like of everything, just just fun with each other.
Yeah.
And we truly enjoyed it. Like, and then I bought all these paddles. I think I have like 10 different paddles in my car. Like I have all this stuff. Like I have another like pickleball hat. Like I have these hats, like the cheers hats, and it's just like I just like fell in love with it. And like me and my friends, we actually just played like 2 nights before graduation. We were like, we can't wait. So it's like I report in July, but like all of June, we're like, okay, like we're gonna play pickleball like this day, this day, this day. Like we like have schedules, so it's just super cool to see. And like because of it, like people see me playing all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, like next time you play, like please let me know. Like I want to learn. I've never played before. Like please, I'm like totally comes to the courts. Like next time I go, I'll let you know. Like it's super fun and it's easy to learn. Like, once you get the hang of it, it's great.
100%. So can you like identify or articulate the thing that you love most about pickleball or playing pickleball?
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's just the biggest thing for me. I would say it's just such like a good stress reliever because like with like academics being so high, being senior vice president I was like I just actually gave a speech at graduation, which was great.
All right.
Like having like all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff, like being in like SCA, Spirit Club, like National Honor Society, like having all this stuff, and then having soccer trainings like morning and night. It's just like it's just such a fun way to just like meet new people, like make memories with friends, and just like be able to just have a good time, like just not have to worry about like, any of that stuff going on. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. So tell me, like, there's probably some courts that you're just your regular stop. Like, what are those courts like? What's the vibe? Tell me about the people and so forth.
so, Court Winter Garden, which is phenomenal. Like they have like this big like banner in the back. It's like Winter Garden Pickleball Club. Like it's so cool. So we go there a lot, and like I would say like Tuesdays and Thursdays it's super high end. Like there's a bunch of people, and it's like really good. Like and they have like the little paddle holders, so like you can put it in, like with the like when the next move is on, you just move it up, and then you kind of. So that one's pretty cool. There's some private courts in downtown Claremont. Like if you ever get the chance to go to Claremont, and they're super nice. And it's like we love to go there just because there's like a bunch of stuff to do. And since it's in the heart of like downtown Claremont, there's like the Froyo place. Like we have kind of a man-made beach, so it's like waterfront park is right there. There's like soccer fields right there. So it's just like such a great little like small town vibe that everybody just loves. And like we'll be like, okay, like pickleball Friday night, 6:30, meet at the courts. Like everybody come here. So, or like sometimes we'll play at these courts called Park Pals, and there's like they have like beach volleyball, which me and my friends will play sometimes. So there's like the beach volleyball's right here, and then the pickleball courts are right here. And there's like, I think there's one pickleball court and there's two tennis courts. And I feel bad because they're like the tennis guys are always like, oh, like here comes the pickleball.
Yeah.
But like there's a big petition, I think it's like next Friday, and then trying to get like the tennis courts changed to pickleball courts. And so like me and my friends are like, we might have to go because
Yeah. So, the age range of people who play tends to be older. So is that the case when you play? And like, have you made friends with some older people and so forth?
So yeah, it's so funny. And it's like, honestly, I would say I was like decent. I wasn't like anything like great when I first started playing, but like going and playing with like, I have like my grandparents live in like the 55 up community or whatever. These people are so good. And like, I've seen like videos and like, they're like, yeah, we practice like our backhand, like our forehand, like every day. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So just playing and stuff, like, it is cool to just see like how pickleball, like just such like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a small thing because it's truly like grown so large, but like how like one thing just can bring so many people together from just like different backgrounds, like different ages and like everything. So yeah, I definitely have like, and even like younger kids, like my friend's little brother, he's 6 years old. So we play with him and he's gotten pretty good. So it's like crazy like, playing with the 6-year-old and playing with someone who's 65. And I'm like, what the heck? Like,
yes.
So
yeah. That's so true. It's so true. So you've been playing for a bit. So you have 10 paddles. You must be reasonably good. You wouldn't buy 9 more paddles if you didn't take it a little bit serious.
Yeah. And like I got my dad to get some because he got to get this gift. Like he's a manager at State Farm. So like they give him a gift every year. And he's like, I want some pickleball bats. So he ordered like 4 new ones. And he's like, are these ones good? And I was like, no, get these ones. So we got even more to add. And like,
I think one of the most remarkable things, there's 2 things that come to mind, right? About the sport. One is just sort of this generational sort of come togetherness. So you're 18, you're playing with 60-year-olds. There's going to be people all throughout like the middle there. And truthfully, like probably like more often than not, you're going to get beat by like the 65-year-old woman than you are one of your friends.
Yeah. Actually crazy. Like, and they teach me so many things that like I didn't even know, like their serves, like right off the bat, I'm like, how are you doing this? And it's like, it's truly amazing. And it's cool to learn, like, all about the game that I didn't even know about, like, learning every day, especially, like, it being such a fun game, like, knowing that there's, like, so much more to it. Like, like, for me, like I said, the first time I heard about it, I was like, what's pickleball? Like, I'm not doing that. And then, like, now, like, tell me more.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Totally. And, the other thing I was going to comment on was about the competition, right? So it's competition. You can have like you can be internally competitive. I just find it to be like really healthy competition. Like when I'm playing, I want to win that game. At the end of the game, like, I don't care. Like we tap paddles. We're like, cheers. Like I don't like, and I leave at the end of the day and I don't know like how many games I've won and I lost. Again, this is me personally. And that's like where I want to keep it because I'm very competitive, and to a point where it would like strip all the fun of pickleball if I cared too much. So like I avoid mostly playing in tournaments and things like that. I just for like that's just how it works for me. And I mean, even though like yeah, I still want to win, but if I'm not competing for anything, then like the wins and losses don't matter. I just like know if I played well, what I probably should work on, and more often than not, like when I see another friend who wasn't there, like the first thing they're going to ask me is not like, oh, how were your serves today? They're going to be like, was John there? Was like these people there? Like, who was there? Like, what was the vibe? So
Oh, that's so true. I didn't even think about that, but like hearing you say that, it's honestly so true. Like obviously, like being a soccer player, where it's like if you lose, it's like like beating yourself up. Where it's like it's just like all right, like good game, like let's play another round, or like let's
yeah,
get ice cream, or like
yeah,
it's all friendly. And like obviously, like you said, like you're competitive, we're super competitive. Like me and my friend, we play. She's always my partner, and we'll do like celebrations, we'll do like a selfie, or we'll do like row the boat or something.
yes,
Super fun.
yeah,
And like we'll talk trash to our other friends, and it's so fun. But at the end of the day, like there's no harm done. Like everybody's just having a great time.
yeah. I mean, try to name another sport where if your opponent across the net or on the other side of the field, the ice, whatever, makes an amazing play where you like you congratulate them, you cheer them on. Like somebody makes a sweet shot, you're like, oh, that was like amazing shot. Yeah.
Super close and like hit it over my head, or like hit it, like dang, that was a great.
Yeah. Totally. That's really great. So, Cayla, we're going to move into like a little bit of a rapid fire questions. All right, ready? So, dinker, banger, or lobber?
Lobber.
Yes or no? Is a hot dog a sandwich? We'll get back to that. Okay. When it comes to loading the dishwasher, are you the Scandinavian architect, or are you a raccoon on meth? What's your most used emoji?
Honestly, I would say the Halo emoji.
Yeah. So, okay. And then, all right, you can take multiple tries, but give me your best cheers in a British accent.
Oh no. Okay. I'm so bad with accents.
Oh no, you had it. Okay, do it again. You had it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know my like British dialects, but that probably falls in one of them. Yeah. Hey, Cayla, thank you so much for being here. And to everybody, thanks for listening to the Good Get podcast hosted by Cheers. You can learn more about Cheers on our website, TikTok, Instagram. Now you can listen to our podcast, check out our hats, right? Cheers Pickleball is where you'll find us. Cayla, in fact, was last Friday's winner of the free hat. I know. And we have another one coming up in a few hours today. You're not in the drawing this week, unfortunately, but in your box, you've got a hat on the way. I would be surprised if it doesn't arrive today, and a special gift. You'll be the first to receive these. So ping me when you get it and let me know what you think. And then for everybody else, we'll be sort of introducing these products in the next couple of weeks or so. Thanks, Cayla. I appreciate you. Best of luck at Georgia. Continue having fun, continue smiling. You're a real inspiration. Okay, Cayla, have a great day. All right, bye-bye.